Hello, welcome to Barnes & Noble's. My name is John Gargone. Now I got it on the camera. All right, you know, it's the same thing with salads too. We've been putting green leaf around the salads for how many years, you know? And I'll tell you, I work at a couple places around town here. I'm like on call. I come in and do specialty work for them. And just recently I worked with a crew that we were doing a buffet for 1,500 people. And they had pulled out bowls of salads. They had them all lined up on the kitchen counter, ready to be decorated. And that's exactly what you should do at home too. If you're going to garnish something, garnish a few things, you know, put it all together, garnish them all at the same time. Same thing when you're working with a knife. If you're chopping vegetables, pull all the vegetables out at one time. You know, then start chopping all the vegetables so you're not going in and out, you know, your refrigeration with that. People come into your kitchen when you're working with a knife, put the knife down, you know, you're going to cut yourself. And I'm going to go over in detail at the end of this to show you how exactly to work with a knife. This time I want the thin end. Done. Is that easy? I was always like that. I'm a terror in the kitchen because I want to do things the easy way. Don't get me wrong. You know, I'm a high-end chef also. And, you know, I do a lot of specialties, and some things just demand hours and hours of work. You know, even some sauces that I make, it goes through 5 different procedures. It'll take you 3 days to make it. You know, it's really, really difficult. But you have to know what to spend a lot of time on, what's going to get that impact and what's not. So that's always very important. So now I'm going to make a carrot tulip. Cut off the end a little bit. And the same way that I made that cucumber, making it with the carrot, just a third ways down, heading towards the center, turn it a third. And sometimes don't come off, you just pop it off. You know, you got a carrot. Then, got a wooden skewer. I'm just going to put a hole in the end of that carrot. Now you can put it in a vase and you got yourself a... You can also do that. But what I'm going to do with this is, I'm just going to put on these birch twigs right here. I got a few more here. I'll build this display for you real quick. I made these a few days ago too. You make them ahead of time, they'll last for like a week. And what's a really cool thing about these carrots are you don't... Now first of all, I got these birch twigs. It's right up the road from here. What is it, Michael's? Michael's Craft. And, that one don't see where to go, huh? Must forgot to put a hole in him. So they sell all those right there at the craft store. Wasn't much. And every place I make these at, people are always raving about it because it's something different. And it looks a little oriental, don't you think? With the birch twigs, that's all I did was just cut the very tips off with a pair of scissors. Because usually on the ends of the birch twigs, you have yourself buds. And if you don't cut those buds off, it's not going to slide in to the carrot very easily. Come on. Y'all take my card, you go to the website, you see a lot of this stuff. I also make flower arrangements for special events around the area. Private parties as well as for country clubs and hotels. There's a lot of cool, beautiful looking decorations that you can do with the flowers. So it probably took me maybe 15, 20 minutes to cut out all these. I got enough for a couple displays here actually. There's no waste in the carrot whatsoever. Like I said, that's all it is 3 cuts. Yeah. Really easy. Almost finished. One more. Ta-da! That's real easy to do, huh? But what I did here was I just sliced a potato, and then I got a daisy cutter. You can also get that from my website. It's a special cutter I have a tinsmith make me from Pennsylvania. And it'll cut them out, look like daisies. That's all I did was got a piece of styrofoam, put some wooden skewers in there, put some scallions over top of that. Just connect these daisies. And you can cover all this with like parsley, you know, the styrofoam. You don't have to use styrofoam at all. You could just use a real vase. And you know, if you want to make like a big display, and just put like a head of lettuce right inside of that vase, or you can use a pineapple and cut the top off and just push your skewers in there and use a pineapple as a vase in itself. A lot of different ways. When I'm putting these on, I'm making sure that the skewer extends out a little further than through the potato, so I can attach some grape tops to it. Try to go in the center though. It could also, you can make these out of jicama. You can make them out of daikon root, sweet potatoes. You can actually dye the potatoes, you know, so they're like a yellow color if you like, or a red. Many different ways, many different presentations. I think I'll put this up here. All right, that was easy. All right, one more thing, the most important of all, is how to work with a knife. The way I'm going to prove it to you, what I just said, is I'm going to put a blindfold on and slice this. All right, now if I can't see what I'm doing, you have to know that the motor skills are taking over. Well, everybody say a prayer, don't cut my hands off. Hardest part is always finding the knife and the cucumber. Oh, there's a cucumber. And look, I got to squat down a little bit here. It's a little bit too low. And that cucumber's rolling around too. I see a lot of chefs will go ahead and take the bottom off, and then, you know, so it sits nice and flat. But I think I can do it. Ow, 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 ow. No, simple as can be. You know, real easy. I'm just doing the same thing over and over again. Thank you. And it'll stay right there.